Hello, it's the Gift Spotter here. The one thing that causes us more suffering than most other things is avoiding pain. Not physical pain, emotional pain. We avoid it for the same reasons we avoid physical pain, because we don't want to get hurt. Our fight or flight mechanism that works so well to warn us against dangers to our physical well-being is flawed when it comes to dealing with the emotional pain we must feel if we are to have good relationships with people around us. The problem with allowing this same system to warn us to avoid emotional pain is that it will lead us to live a life that we weren't meant to live. We need to speak our truth. I don't just mean it would be nice if we did. I mean our lives depend on it. Your truth matters. It's all there really is. Many people, perhaps like you, don't speak up to their parents, friends, partners, their kids, their bosses when their needs aren't being met, or when others are trying to force their own judgments and wishes onto you. This keeps you so small, keeps your life energy squished into a tiny space where you cannot show up with all your colours and be the big person that you were meant to be. You are huge. Your life force is wildly powerful and inspiring to others. People who are themselves, who learn to love the talents they were born with, not the ones others want them to have, are divinely beautiful. You are divinely beautiful. Really, you are. If you would just lean into the discomfort and be prepared for some emotional pain so that you can speak your truth. So that you can speak your truth. When you speak your truth, you are respecting yourself enough to be yourself, to honor yourself. And all you're doing is asking other people to respect it too. They have a choice here. Just like you have a choice to feel that discomfort in your body and speak your truth anyway, because your truth matters. I have a method that I use for helping people, usually in the workplace, to speak their truth. It is Marshall Rosenberg's nonviolent communication. It's a wonderful method. You can look it up. But I do have just a few examples to share with you if you are wanting to speak your truth, which you must. So here's an example for the teenagers. Well, it doesn't just have to be the late teens, but you'll get the idea. You know, Mum and Dad, when you tell me at least a couple of times a week that you are disappointed that I'm not going to become the lawyer that you always talked about, I feel sad. I need respect for my choice to become an artist, because I have an opportunity to inspire people with my paintings, with my sculptures. It's important to me to be myself. Would you be willing to support me with my chosen career? Or another example is a work example. When you mock me, even playfully in meetings, I feel embarrassed. I need to be taken seriously by you and others. Would you be willing to speak to me in private if you have any feedback to give? Yeah. You can't control whether they give you what you want, but you can control how you say something. You can control the way you ask a request. So I think that's really important for you. The more you practice speaking your truth, the more confident you feel inside your body, and you deserve to be confident, to feel confident for who you are, not what other people want you to be. Now, to my mind, there are usually two reasons you won't want to speak your truth. The first is that you don't want to hurt the other, and I understand this, I do. Just know that you are withholding an opportunity for them to grow. Really you are. Because feeling emotional pain from your truth and learning the lessons that come from listening to you gives the other person an opportunity to grow, to mature. Whether they take it or not, that's their business. Your business is giving them the opportunity to grow by speaking your truth. The second reason that you may not want to speak your truth is because you don't want to be on the other end of another person's toxic anger. I so get that. There are too many juvenile adults, mums, dads, friends, colleagues, bosses, throwing tantrums, walking off, muttering under their breath, when they are told, even politely, that their behaviour is causing some pain for us. Perhaps you are also someone who's a bit touchy when you hear something that sounds like criticism too. The truth is that we all have our truth, and if we are all given the space to express ourselves and be listened to, then we can build deeply loving, honest relationships the best times. You know, I used to be a little bit touchy when I received feedback, perhaps because I was criticised a lot when I was a child. I used the feedback from others to attack myself, and others sometimes took advantage of me because I was easy to control with so much self-loathing going on the inside. Thankfully, I've matured these days and use feedback to grow and to honour the person who bravely gave it to me, especially if they gave it to me with grace. And I will not allow other people to put me down. Now, other people sometimes blame the giver of the feedback, perhaps you, and turn their anger towards you. If you are on the other end of someone's defensive reaction, it's their issue, not yours, never yours. The way they take it is their work to do, not yours. Now, after you've spoken your truth and if they continue to treat you badly, then I'm really, really sorry to break it to you. They are not coming from a place of love. Not in this instance. They are coming from a place of fear, and they are trying to keep you small, perhaps unconsciously, because they are afraid. Please know they are afraid for whatever reason. I know you want to belong. I know you want to fit in. I know you want to be loved. I know. I feel for you. I want those same things, I do. But I wasn't truly deeply loved, not really, until I got back to the root of myself. Until I showed up with all my colours, both the dark and the light of them. Some of them aren't pretty, but they're truth. You will never be deeply loved by another person until you are yourself. And if another person asks you to hide parts of yourself because they don't like them, then that's not true love. Sorry to tell you. It's not true love. If you keep trying to please others, you might fit in. Yeah, you might. If you yield to the fear and control tactics of others, you might fit in. But you will stay small and feel sad because your truth, your true nature is dying to escape, to express itself, to get into the world, to make a positive, selfless difference. Our society is sick, really it is. And the cure is for you to unleash your true nature, however distasteful that is to the people around you. Once you practice speaking your truth, allowing others to speak their truth, leaning into your emotional pain, so feeling it, breaking through it rather than avoiding it, you will attract a new crowd that are your true family. So go on. I dare you. Practice speaking your truth and being yourself. Your life depends upon it. And so does our world.